Okay, so today we just put down the ZT562CF, and the next one we're moving on to is the Civivi Lazar liner lock knife with the black G10 handles. So I will say, when I purchased this online from Blade HQ for about $57.24 total, shipping and everything, I did not check the length specs, and I thought I was buying a bigger knife. So that being said, I've never owned a Civivi. This one is rather small. Again, my fault, not anybody else's. Overall, this is more what I would call like a backup pocket knife size, length, and all that. But first thing right out of the box here is I love the way that's shaped and the contour of that handle. So I know I'm jumping the gun here a little bit, but I didn't touch this knife very much when I purchased it and it came in. I opened it just to make sure everything was there, and then I closed it up and I left it on the shelf because I was excited about this. I don't know what it is about the shape, but I absolutely love the way the handle conversely swoons with the blade, convexly, sorry. So I'll put the details on hold for now and get back to the box. So this is what the box is. This is what the knife came in. It's a fairly sturdy box, not as sturdy as the Benchmade's, but still very professional, nice looking box. Coming in, you're gonna know you're buying something pretty decent. And again, only 500, only 57.24 total shipping and everything. So everything comes wrapped in plastic across the board to the nines. It's got this super awesome little carry case, which I will probably never use for the knife, as well as the carry case and the, I don't know what this is. This is not silk, but it's a type of material. It's got Civivi's logo on it. It's like a handkerchief size. It's for wiping down the knife and cleaning it up. That's pretty cool. You don't normally see something like that come in some of the more expensive knives. And then what Civivi does is they send you all these fun little stickers. And I mean, I've got a whole pack of them that came with it. There's probably 6 knife stickers in there, the Civivi logo tag, and then it's got a rubberized patch that you can, I think, Velcro. Looks like you can Velcro it onto a vest or a jacket. Which, I mean, you know, when you're buying a knife, you're not really thinking about stuff like this. You don't really care. But the fact that they add all this stuff in there, it's kind of a fun little surprise I wasn't expecting. So, you know, I'll take these and I'll put them on my toolbox or on my safe or something, and it's a fun little thing to have. So an overall, right off the bat, joyful experience to purchase a knife from Civivi. I bought this on Blade HQ, is where I ordered it through. It got here pretty quick too. I ordered it and less than 2 weeks later it was at my house. It might have even been in there sooner because I didn't check the mail for a couple days. I got busy and just forgot to check the mail, but that's besides the point. So first thing right out of the box, very pleased with the shipping, the price, and all the amenities that came with the knife. So right out of the gate, that's great. So we'll get back to the knife itself. You know, my points that I look for. Aesthetics, first off, right? So the aesthetics of this knife, incredibly appealing to me. There's other knives out there. I know like ZT Sinkovich follows the same pattern, and I had a Sinkovich before and I absolutely loved it until I got bored of it and ended up selling it in my youth. But hopefully I don't have those same feelings as a full-grown adult these days, but you never know. Love the way this knife is shaped. Love the way it looks. Love this swoon in the blade here. And I like the adverse upward swoon of the handle. It's super sleek, like super engineering design sleek, and I like it. Okay, so weight, it's a lighter knife. It's a smaller knife, but for its size, it doesn't feel like the wind's gonna blow and I'm gonna drop it or it's gonna flip out of my hand. It's got a decent weight for it, for its size. You can see the handlings here are a little bit thick. The black G-10 scales, you know, they're not going to add a lot of weight, but it feels well weighted in the handle, especially. Yeah, I've got no complaints about that. The weight of it, the size of it, I can get around. It's a smaller knife, but its handle, the way that contour of the handle is, feels like I get a good grip with my fingers around it. There's no weird bulbous spots anywhere. Of course, you're going to have the clip here, and that's always going to get in the way of the hand, but you have the rest of the blade you can get a good grip on around that clip. It sticks out a little bit higher than I wanted to. Here, I feel like I'm going to catch that on everything, but that, you know, that'll come later as I'm using it. Functionality wise, I'm not super stoked about the way this is set up, because you can see here the thumb lever for opening it, it's kind of weird. Like, you got to get in front of the blade and flip it up. Let me do that where you can see it. You got to get here and flip it up that way. You see the way it comes out, it's kind of funny, but that'll just take some getting used to. And then again, the release for it's right here under the blade. I'm not the biggest fan of that, just because I got big clumsy hands sometimes, and I don't want to accidentally flip this down and catch myself. So I just gotta keep an eye on that. Essentially, that'll be a user error thing on my part if it does happen, because these are all, you know, they've been around for a long time. They're all successfully designed. Lots of people like them that way, but my own preference, you know, you can always try the reach over, but it's not the easiest to get that grip around, because you gotta get this, I guess, this node straight up, or else that blade's not going to open too well. So that's something I'm not 100% on board with, but I'll see as I use it more and more, see if I like it. I'll either like it or I'll end up not liking it more and more, but that'll come for the follow-up video. So functionality, it feels real solid. The mechanisms work real well in it. If you can get that flip, I mean, it's very smooth, very poppy. The bearings in here they feel well oiled, they feel high end, well made. All in all, I mean, it's a name brand I didn't hear of before I bought this knife. I did some searching online just to see what were some affordable higher end knives, and Civivi came up. So I don't have any preconceived notions or expectations about it. It was less than $60 total shipping and handling, so I'm not 100% sure if its price range comes with a lot of like fan followings, like some of the Benchmades and the ZTs do. But we'll find out the way I like it, the way if I plan on buying more after this. It might surprise me. It might be a really good knife brand that I want to start getting into and trying more of. So that being said, we check the sturdiness, we check the weight, the comfortability of it, the functionality of it, the aesthetics, you know, the contours of it, all of that I'm pretty happy with. Just the problems that I do have with it are the functionality of opening it is something I'm going to have to get used to. So far, the best thing that I can find that works is gripping it like this and using my thumb to slip it open. That's what in the time of this video, that's what I found out that works the most. Because I try not to mess with these at all, besides checking to make sure everything's there in the boxes when I buy them. I try not to mess with them at all until the day that I'm pulling them out to do the video. So I'll play with this more and get that figured out. But let's check the sharpness, because I did notice here the beveling. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's probably not going to load up well on the camera. It's a very short bevel where that blade goes from the blade to the edge. It's very, see if you guys can see that. It's not a long bevel on that blade, so that's a little different. So we'll try the sharpness, right? So, okay. I mean, that felt like that gripped a little bit, maybe because, well, there you go. That one chopped through, so maybe I'm just cutting it funny. But, let me see if I can, you know. All right, well, it's not the easiest thing to cut with these little sticky notes, but I mean, it's pretty sharp, right? It's brand new out of the box, sharpened. Just that very shallow bevel on that sharp edge is going to be something a little different. It feels like there might have been a little bit of grab right as it started cutting into the paper. I felt a little bit of drag. That could have just been me, my hands up in the air, doing it at a funny angle to try to catch it on camera. But regardless, it's still cut through it fairly easy. I have no doubt it's going to be a sharp, usable tool, and I'm genuinely excited to get to run this, a new knife company, a new knife style. I've been looking forward to this one. So check back in a couple weeks to a month. I am working a lot lately, incredibly busy, like all the time. So if I don't get to it in a couple weeks, I apologize. If I get to it in a couple weeks, hurrah! I'm still working on some of the other videos, the Lost Treasures of America. Those take a lot of time, and time is what I don't have right now. And if you guys have any other knives that you would like for me to check out, anything you're interested in buying, just shoot me a comment. If you like these videos, please give me a like, subscribe. I could absolutely use some more subscribers. If you have any tips or anything you'd like to see that might make these videos a little bit more enjoyable for you, I'm open to all suggestions. I'm all ears. Just let me know. Entertainment should be entertaining. Anyways, this is the Civivi Lazar liner lock knife with the black G-10 scales I got from Blade HQ, I believe, for $57.24, out the door shipping, handling, and everything. And right out of the box, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 because I don't particularly like this mechanism here. It just feels, having that nodule right there at the very top to open it feels a little off to me. But maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. Check back in a few weeks. Thanks for watching, guys.